gentlemen, boys and girls, big people and small people, fat people and skinny people, we got something to talk about. I know, listen, I thought this was going to just, kind of just die out a little bit. We was going to be over it, but obviously there's some things that is still left to discuss. So we know that Derrick Jaxn is under fire for allegations of adultery. We know that several women have come forward to say, hey, I was sleeping with him for a while. I was doing my this not E with him. Huh? I was doing my Hanna-Barbera with him. Okay? I'm about to piss somebody off. I was doing the hanky-panky on the Barney. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, if you just come into the room, go ahead and hit the like button. Let's get all of the small stuff out the way so we can handle the big stuff and get this conversation underway. So again, allegations have come out with Derrick Jaxn and his wife, allegations of him sleeping around with other women throughout his entire marriage. I don't know if you guys caught it. I'm going to actually play the video of Derrick Jaxn apologizing. Apparently, he's taken down the video because he was under so much fire, under so much duress, because people were basically saying that his body language is off. He wasn't sincere. So it was crazy. And it was so crazy I was actually busy yesterday and I didn't get a chance to see the whole thing. So somebody said, they sent me the link to check out his apology and say, what do you think about it? They also sent me another link for Tasha K. And I'm gonna play a little bit of hers because I think it does provide some context in reference to where we are with this whole Derrick Jaxn thing, and how we want to do it. So I'm curious to get into this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm curious. So let's go ahead and get this ball started, man. So that way we can, figure out what to figure out is. Let's go ahead. So this, again, fair use is in the works, guys. Fair use. I'm gonna play a little bit commentary from Tasha K so that way you guys can hear it. I'm only gonna play a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna go into another video where we get to the actual apology, and I'm going to tell you where I think Derrick Jaxn did wrong or if he did great. We're going to find out. We're going to find out together, okay? All right, hopefully you guys are having a great day. Go ahead and hit that like button. Stop playing with me. Let's go and get this thing started.
Now listen, this story is just a story that just keeps on giving. Okay? Now, I know most of y'all probably did not catch his live. Mainly because he saw that y'all saw through the lies after he called me a liar on Twitter, Mr. Derrick Jaxn. I'm sorry, Mr. Derrick Action Package Jaxn. That's what we're going to call him. Action Package Jaxn. There you go. You better roll up the sleeves. I'm about to roll up my sleeves because I'm about to Mortal Kombat your ass in this video tonight. Okay? Y'all want to see how the GOAT do it? I'm about to show y'all. Now listen. I'm going to get my wine glass in just a second. I got to find one. I'm going to get one, though, because I gotta drink my sweet bitch for this. Okay, so let me give y'all a little backstory just in case you're not familiar. The other night, Friday night, I got some information 2 hours prior, thank you, before the live started, okay? The live wasn't even supposed to happen. I had an interview scheduled. I ended up doing an interview. I pushed it back, but I had to bring y'all this wine, okay? And so a young lady by the name of Candace came to me. She said, Tasha, I'm sorry. I've been holding this. I'm pissed, I've been knowing him for over 10 years. Now, listen to me. Everything that I'm about to tell you, I'm about to back this up with receipts, okay? He's been knowing Candace over 10 years. He's been with his wife 14 years. 14. He met his wife 10 years prior to 2018. They got married in 2018. So we got 2019, 2020, 2021. Well, yeah, almost 14 years, okay? He's known this woman that y'all only recently found out about this year. And I'm about to tell you why you found out about her, okay? Now, so Candace, of course, puts out all the wine. all of the receipts. Her in Derrick Johnson's bed. Her in Derrick Johnson's home. Okay?
Derrick Jaxn, girl.
Derrick Johnson.
Jesus
Derrick
Christ.
Jaxn. Packing Jaxn. That's what we're going to say because they say he packing down there, child. He is for the streets, okay? Welcome to the future. All right, anyway. So, let me get my little thoughts straight. Now, and I'm going to start drinking once I get all these receipts.
Hurry up,
okay,
Tasha.
So,
Hurry up, Tasha. Shit, I'm trying to do my show.
Meets the wife. Well, him and the wife have known each other since college, okay? Like I said, some girls had contacted me, said that they had knew him from college. One was a doctor. He forced her to have an abortion. You know, she told it all. She said that, Derrick is just, they were flirting and then it became serious 2 years after he met his wife. Now, in his video that he has recently deleted, okay, after he called me a liar. He said it was fake news, okay? And he was going to address the lies, but all he did in that live was blame it on God, okay? He ain't blamed nothing on his dick. Instead,
Jesus,
the girl, but I got the
Jesus
picture of the girl laying in his bed, the same girl that was taking pictures of his feet, okay? Brought her back to the wife's house, okay? Laid her in the bed, and she took pictures of him leaving the room. She got pictures of him by his pool. They taking shots and everything, okay?
Shot
to Miami. Sharing a room, brought the friends down, the whole nine.
Player.
He was a newlywed. Now, in his video, he said that the honeymoon stage was crushed. He said we had no honeymoon stage because in February of 2020, Packing Jaxn said that he and the wife separated. That's what he said. He said they separated. I want you to hold that thought. Please hold that thought. And so he wanted to spend time, with Candace. He didn't care about life. Wife was taking off her ring. Hold that thought. He didn't know why she was taking off her ring. Lawyers was introduced. He didn't know why lawyers was introduced. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do with the kids. A divorce was inevitable. They had problems. Okay? Candace comes into the picture for his birthday. He calls her, says he never had sex with her. That's what he said. Candace is in his bed, in his wife's bed, okay? Now listen, I am not coming for the wife at all. I really wholeheartedly think that he has broken her so much that he covers all of his bullshit up with God.
Okay, so that was a little bit of Tasha K. Shout out to Tasha K. She's been doing a phenomenal job of I guess, getting all the information so that way everyone can have at least both sides of the story. I think it was good to hear Derrick Jaxn finally address the situation. However, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this other video for you guys so you can see his body language. You can tell me if you think that, he was on point or he was on some fuck shit. I think a lot of people right now, they're on the fence and whether they think that Derrick Jaxn is going to lose his following or not. A lot of people saying, you know what, he'll be okay. He'll bounce back. So before we even get into all of the shenanigans, goddammit, I want you guys to make sure that you hit the like button. If you rocking with me over on Instagram, on Facebook, come on over to YouTube, goddammit. Come on over to YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you hit the bell for notification. We are going to have the tough conversation, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to dive into this thing because I think I got a different perspective that you guys are. It's a refreshing perspective. And I think the wife, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think the wife has a part to play in this. And I'm going to give you my perspective after we play this next video of this gentleman. I'm kind of breaking it down. I don't know if I'm going to actually listen to his part. I'm just doing this because Derrick Jaxn took his video down for some reason. So I'm going to now navigate. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to navigate on over so I can grab this other video for you guys. So if you did not see the video, I can play the video for you guys now so that way we all can be on the same sheet of music and we all can have both sides of the story. That is very important to get all sides other goddamn story. So again, shout out to all the dope content creators. Fair use is in effect. God damn it. Fair use is in effect. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing popping. So I'm actually going to play this video so y'all can see this. So let's see here. You got to go, Derrick. You got to go, player. All right, let's get this. Again, shout out to all the content creators. Fair use is in effect. God damn it. Man, let's go.
Without further ado,
first things first, man, it's going to be, I'm already knowing, I can already see in the comments, there's about 3 groups of people in here. The first group are what I call the bloodthirsties. The bloodthirsties are people that don't like me, never like me, been waiting on something, didn't even wait. Matter of fact, over these past 9 years, they even created a couple of things to try to get me caught up or try to have something against me. And now there's something semi-legitimate that has come.
Okay, so right off the bat, listen, y'all, I am trying to be fair and impartial. Right off the bat, okay, my man says somewhat legitimate. Okay, somewhat legitimate. I want you to watch his mannerisms. I want you to watch his gestures. I want you to watch what he pays attention to and what he actually says. And I'm going to pause this from time to time, but we're going to have to get into this. We're going to have to get into this. Hit the like button and let's stop playing. Let's stop playing these childish games, y'all. Let's stop playing. All right, let's get into this thing, man. Here we go.
Come out or come forward. So those people are here, and I want y'all to know, because I know, and I'm also not going to be speaking to them. Those people that hate me no matter what, hey man, you're entitled to whatever, but I'm not speaking to you. The second group of people, which is probably the minority of people, those people are those on the opposite extreme. Derrick can do no wrong. I don't care what Derrick is. Well, I won't say necessarily that's group number 2, but the Derrick can do no wrong is absolutely false. Okay, I deserve to be held accountable. If I did something wrong, I'm not above no law. I'm not above getting checked. That just is what it is. Make sure that for me or anybody else, you're not idolizing nobody. All right, if you separate the man from the actions or whatever the case, that's fine. But I would rather you just kind of decide after you hear me speak. Let's see here. The third group is who I'm going to be speaking to. And that's going to be the people that say, D, you know, I find some value in what you do, whether I'm a supporter of your books, your videos, whatever, I find some value, but I got questions about where you're coming from with this stuff that you speak. You know, I got questions. What's going on? Do you walk it like you talk it? Do you practice what you preach? So for that group of people, totally fair, legitimate concerns, expectations, questions to ask. Do I practice what?
Man, so you know how some people make things just too easy for you to break down? Some people, I'm about to piss somebody off. Sometimes people make things just a bit too easy for you to break down. Like you can see straight through the bullshit sometimes. And no shots fired, but a man may be down after this motherfucking live. Somebody may be down, mayday, mayday. So here's the thought process. The thought process is that when you consider yourself to be a relationship specialist and your niche is empowering women to the point where those women now take your talking points and throw them in men's faces to the point where men have a disdain for you. And then now something happens where said men are looking and listening to the same women that supported you and listen and use your talking points, now are saying you are not holier than thou like they thought. You are not to be idolized. You are not to be respected. We about to cancel your big ass. We about to cancel your big Snicker bar caramel pick up a car ass. I'm about to piss somebody off. We about to cancel Team Jaxn, okay? So my thought process is, no, brother, you owe everyone an explanation. You owe everyone that's ever heard your videos, everyone that's ever used your talking points, every man that you talked about, but you was said man that you were talking about. That's real shit. You owe everyone an explanation about what the fuck is going on. So don't minimize it. Do not, I'm telling you right now, if I watch this shit and you minimize it, bro, I'm going in. I'm going in on you, brother. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's go. Here we go.
What I preach, I'm going to be talking to you guys tonight. So thank y'all all for being here. I think we kind of caught up to the 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central Time mark. So let's go ahead and get started. Now,
A couple of quick things that I'm noticing outside of his terrible camera quality.
I'll let you know why. But this book is a part of what I preach. Don't forget your crown, part of what I preach. The videos that I post, part of what I preach. In order for me to qualify, me letting you guys know whether or not I practice what I preach, I'm going to have to reference the books. And the most recent one is Heal Together Without Hurting Each Other. And especially what we're going to talk about tonight is directly related to why I wrote this, what I put in this, okay? So it probably, for those that are just getting in, I see somebody said slow down mode. Is it glitching? Anyway, let's keep it going. So everything really started back, honestly, when I wrote this book, Don't Forget Your Crown, and what I wrote it about. Me and my wife, we got back together in 2016. Now, what throws some people off about that is that we were messing around having sex before we got back together. We got back together, I think, in August of 2016. Later in 2016, August, September. We conceived the baby in January that was born in early October. You do the math if you want to, right? Now, I got roasted up and down, and guess what? I totally get why, because that's a shaky foundation. We had a baby. We wasn't even prepared to get in a relationship. Me knowing that this is a woman that I wanted, I went ahead and got down on one knee within a couple of months. It wasn't just because of the baby. I really was like, I've been unhappy doing my thing with these other chicks or whatever. I know this woman, her name is Danae, by the way, is the one that I want. Fast forward. Of course, that's a shaky foundation, trash foundation. Two people just riding high on love and emotion and then being new parents right in the very beginning of a new marriage. That brings me up to some of the issues that we had that led to Heal Together Without Hurting Each Other. Heal Together Without Hurting Each Other is a biblically based manuscript game plan on how to let God restore your relationship or restore you no matter how much you've been hurt in the past, broken you are, etc. Okay? So
not gonna lie, what I just heard from that is that I have a business, and
February 1st, me and my wife separated. I'm talking official separation. Before that, we had like an unofficial separation. You know, I'm not at that.
And just in case you guys are wondering why I'm skipping past his commentary, I think it's a little bit unfair just to play all of his commentary. I think what he did was great. As you can see, the name or the title of the content creator, shout out to him. But he was the first person that I seen that actually had the entire video. So I want to really just listen to Derrick Jaxn and respond back to him with the tough love, type commentary. So I'm not dismissing what the content creator said. I just want to provide my own content for us to have a conversation. So let me get back to this for you guys.
The house, she's not at the house, we're not talking, we're not going. February 1st is the official mutual. I said, look, I don't think this is going to work. Separation. We had some challenges before that. February 4th, I gave my life to Christ. I said, God, I can't handle this. I need you to come in and help me out. That was on February 4th, the exact same day, Danae, my wife, she packed up the kids and left the crib, went 1,500 miles away to her mom's crib. All right. Fast forward, because I'm trying to get to the point. I know what a lot of people really want to talk about, some of the stuff that has been swirling around or whatever, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say something to you, and you're probably going to say, you goddamn right. Okay? I'm about to piss somebody off. Motherfucker, we don't want to hear about your book. We don't want to hear about fucking you going to church. We don't want to hear about none of that shit. When the baby was born, we want to know, is the fucking allegations true or no? Goddammit. Is it true or no? Was you cheating or is the girl lying? That's what we want to hear. I know what some of y'all want to hear. And motherfucker, get to the point. You make 3 to 7, 6 to 7 minute videos about telling women how to empower themselves, how to straighten their crown, how to motherfucking deflect, how to goddamn be more, they pussy is the prize. And now when you're in the hot seat, you can't fucking get to the point. How long is this motherfucking goddamn conversation you having with yourself, shaking and shit? Keep grabbing the books like you trying to motherfucking do some research. You wrote the books, motherfucker. You don't know what's in the books? What the fuck? Goddamn, get to the goddamn point, man. Shit. Somebody said finish him. Goddamn, you damn right. How to deflect. That's his next book, How to Damn Deflect. Just goddamn get to the point. You know why we're here. You know why we're here. Talk about if you're guilty or not. Okay, we want to hear a direct apology to the people. But what you're trying to do is right now save face. And we don't want to hear all that. I can assure you that motherfuckers is in the comments lighting your ass up right now. They lighting your ass up, which is the reason why you keep grabbing the book and you keep on moving around in the seat. And you not that he's stuttering or anything. It's just he seems discombobulated. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just to me. I could be wrong. I could be motherfucking wrong. But I'm going to go ahead and play some more of this shit because this dude is tripping. Tripping.
Fast forward a couple of months. In those couple of months, we were working on the marriage. Hey, maybe we can make this work. We're praying. We're going to church about this. Now we're both in Christ. She was already a Christian. I'm a new Christian. And it's not working. Nothing that I implement is working. Nothing that we're having in these conversations is working. Basically start losing hope around, I would say, May. Then we had a disagreement about whether.
Man, I love my tough love family. I love y'all. Check this out. If you are watching the video, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Okay, we're not destroying Derrick. Okay, we're just having a conversation, and I'm going to show you how this actually blends into our everyday lives. But we got to get through the video. I'm gonna get through the video. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna give some commentary from time to time. But do me a favor, okay? We got 75 people. All right, only one like. I'm about to piss somebody off. It's more than one like. I'm just saying, hit the like button. Let people know we over here having a conversation, the tough conversation, okay? Let's get to it.
Whether or not to even have the kids here at my place or, up there with her mom. Matter of fact, let's do some fact checking. If somebody wants to pull up my YouTube channel, you can see in the earlier part of 2020 where I'm doing my videos, what you'll see is I'm in Airbnbs up in Denver. I was flying back and forth over and over again, right? And again, guys, people in the comments, I told y'all the bloodthirsties are here and they're gonna try to dominate the comment section. Ignore them, all right? Anyway, even with all of that being said, I'm flying up, we're meeting with pastors, we're doing this, we're doing that, things are not working. Around May is whenever we started losing, like both of us started feeling, mainly her though. And then we had an argument about where the kids were going to be, whether they're going to be with me on this date or her with that date. And then lawyers got introduced. Shortly after lawyers got introduced, I realized she wasn't wearing her ring. Shortly after that, as we're continuing to talk as much as possible, we stopped talking. Most of our conversation is in text message. And then we have a conversation. When we do have a conversation, she's letting me know, like, whatever you need to do because you're not my responsibility. I'm not linked to you. Like, we are together, but right now I understand if you got to go out and do whatever. Now, with that.
Just real quick, this is all 2020. Corona decimated marriages,
etc. But that wasn't my green light. My issue was this. At that point, I had a beef with God. I gave my life to Christ on February 4th, 2020. Matter of fact, some of y'all that follow my Twitter may have seen me a couple of weeks ago talking about how I just hit my 1 year mark. I gave my life to Christ and my whole life fell apart. My marriage fell apart. At this point, I'm not seeing my kids. You know, I'm helping people best I can, but that's not giving me fulfillment. I got money, I got this, that, and the other.
Wow.
So y'all thought I was just gonna let that shit fly. Y'all thought I wasn't. I'm about to piss somebody off. Y'all thought I didn't catch what the fuck Derrick Jaxn just said. Y'all thought the shit was just gonna slide by and tough love wasn't gonna pull up. Well, let me tell you what just happened, ladies and gentlemen. He said my marriage was failing, right? The shit wasn't working out. But you know what he was doing? He was still making his money. He was still telling women the same fuck shit. Because here's the thing. If you're going through something, your message should reflect what the fuck you're going through. Hey, ladies, I know I told y'all that, you know, men ain't shit, but, you know, let's relook at the situation. Let's have a different conversation. And my whole thought process is, if you're going through something, it's time to say, you know what, let me stop everything else and reflect on what I need to do to get through this situation. So everything he's telling you right now is unmotherfucking healthy. If you can't help yourself, it's hard for you to help other people. So that right there is a negative, folks. And a lot of people spend a lot of time helping other people, and they shit is in shambles in real life. And what he's saying is, my shit was in shambles in real life. Now, I don't mind a motherfucker wanting to help somebody. That's cool. That's cool. But my thought process is this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have something going on that you need to address, then address it. Fuck what everybody else talking about. Fuck what everybody else think. Because a lot of those people that are watching you and that are looking at you, whether it's social media or in real life, bro, a lot of people ain't rooting for you. A lot of people ain't rooting. Get your family, get your house in order, get your career in order, get your money right. Do what you need to do. You don't have to live for everyone else. And Derrick Jaxn is coming across like, well, I was trying to help people. Help them do what, player? Help yourself. Help yourself. That is fair. Help yourself. That's fair. Because right now you're pushing women to do what? You're empowering women to do what? Brother, the number one fucking woman in your life you're having a problem with. Fuck everybody else. Fuck all the other women. The number one woman that you should be loving, protecting, and providing for is in disarray. Is in distress. She, woman down. She needs you. And you online trying to motherfucking fix another fucking woman somewhere else that you don't know that's probably fantasizing about you. Fuck all that. You married to that woman. You fix that. That should have been your first priority. And that's where you fucked up. You was worried about the money and not the mom. That's real shit. That's real shit. Let's keep going with this bullshit.
And I really honestly just went to a place of effort. Just screw it. I don't care no more. I don't care about being a good man because look where it's gotten me. I don't care about serving God because look where it's gotten me.
Wow.
Right?
What the fuck he just say? What the fuck did he? Let me rewind this shit. What did he just say? What the fuck? Hold on, before I don't want to misquote this mother. I'm trying to be fair and impartial. Hold on, let me just rewind this shit a little bit. This sure. What did he say about God?
At that point, I had a beef with God.
This motherfucker said he had a beef with God. Who the fuck is you?
Told to me was, I don't care if you're going to be with other women, et cetera, et cetera. But that wasn't my green light. My issue is this. At that point, I had a beef with God. I gave my life to Christ on February 4th, 2020. Matter of fact, some of y'all that follow my Twitter may have seen me a couple of weeks ago talking about how I just hit my 1-year mark. I gave my life to Christ and my whole life fell apart. My marriage fell apart. At this point, I'm not seeing my kids. You know, I'm helping people best I can, but that's not giving me fulfillment. I got money, I got this, that, and the other.
Wow.
And I really honestly just went to a place of effort. Just screw it. I don't care no more. I don't.
Derrick, you making this too easy for me, dog. You are really, listen, somebody tag Derrick Jaxn in this shit. I don't even want to give him tough love. I just want to really just have this conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this to you. Do you realize that what this man is explaining is a lot of motherfucking men in our communities, not just black men, but men in our communities. And you know, they go through this shit and then they listen to people like Derrick Jaxn and they empower themselves with delusions of grandeur. Derrick Jaxn is going to empower that woman not to forgive this man, not to communicate with this man, to take those kids and go live your best life. But now he's in the predicament that he set. This motherfucker is in the predicament that he set. He didn't have a level of understanding. He didn't have a level of empathy, a level of sympathy. He forgot that, motherfucker, this shit happening in real life. And if you tell my woman to do anything that's going to cause her to say, the decision to take my children away is great. It's cool. The decision not to communicate with me. If you empower her to the point where she says, oh, my pussy is the prize and that's it. So whatever I want to do with the kids, it's okay. Derrick, you did this, bro. This is the narrative that you were pushing for years, and a lot of men suffered because of what you did. You didn't balance out your message, young man. And now that you're in this you're in shambles, it's a lot of people that saying, ha ha, shame on you. We were telling you. The money must have been really good. The donations that you had coming in, the attention that you were getting from women, putting you up on a pedestal, saying that you are the epitome. You are the motherfucking epitome of what a black man should be. Had to feel good. It had to stroke your ego. It had to put you on a God tier. Okay, I get it. Cool. I get it. But what happens when the same shit, see, it wasn't, you made it to the point where no excuses were acceptable. Now you got a beef with God, my G? You got a beef with God because something happened between you and your wife? Well, that's a failure that's internal to you guys. Ain't got nothing to do with God. God ain't caused them problems. And if you did allegedly sleep with those women, then you invited something else inside your house, and that ain't have nothing to do with God, playboy. So all of this strength and empowerment, see here, you know what I noticed, man? People strengthen everything except their mind. They strengthen everything. A motherfucker can go learn a bunch of big words, can articulate good, can argue certain points, can go to the gym, can just do things just to strengthen everything except their mind. I'm just saying, you strengthen everything except your mind, player. You couldn't think your way through this situation, but you've talked about numerous situations just like this, and you held men accountable 135%. You held them accountable. And with all the advice that you were given, you couldn't give yourself some advice to say, you know what, I got money. You just said it, player. I got money. Let me go get some help. Let me go sit down with a therapist. You start reaching out to chicks that was flirting with you and start smashing. Let's be real, bro. That's what we want to hear you say. That's what we want to hear. Derrick Jaxn, Team Jaxn, roll up on the camera and say, you know what, I fucked up. Let me first apologize to my wife publicly, since I literally brung women in the house using her Netflix password and shit. Literally flew women in with my stimulus check and motherfucking using her Netflix password. Let me apologize to my woman first, because that's what the mother of my children. Let me apologize to her first, because I've embarrassed her. I've embarrassed our home. I've embarrassed myself as a man and as an entrepreneur. I've been giving out advice to motherfuckers, but I haven't been heeding my advice. I've been turning the tide by saying I am not like everybody else. I'm above average. Man, let me play this shit. This dude pissed me off. Let me play this shit.
don't care about being a good man because look where it's gotten me. I don't care about serving God because look where it's gotten me.
Wow.
Right? That was in May. I would say June, conversation is slowing down. She's waiting for a lawyer to get back to her. And what I'm getting to is the point where I hit rock bottom, because I did the rock bottom, and where God pulled us from. And then this is how all of this came to be. June, we talking about my birthday. She basically lets me know there's no plan for her to be around on my birthday. Okay? Now I'm in screw it mode, F it mode. I'm hitting up old chicks. I really don't care at this point. I don't care about my reputation. I don't care about the business. I don't care about any of that. One of those people was a girl named Kim.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to get through this. So let me get this right. You have a problem with the woman and you turn your back on God. You don't care no more. You don't care about your own business, and it's screw it. Am I hearing this right? Am I hearing it? Do you want me to rewind it? Because I don't want to put words in his mouth. I mean, it sounds like the brother is having problems that a lot of men have been going through and giving advice only to the women. Karma is a motherfucker, boy. On some real shit. Karma is a motherfucker. So let me get this straight. You've empowered women time after time, over years. Spoke to women in situations just like this on what to do, on how to handle their significant other, their man, their boyfriend, their husband, how you empowered them and pushed them and gave them all of these outlets and resources and straighten your crown, girl. It's all about you. If he can't get on your level, then he ain't got the potential. He ain't a real man like me. So now the minute that it happens to you, you say, I don't give a shit about God. I don't give a shit about my business. Bro, goddamn. You denounce God for the WAP? I'm about to piss somebody off. Was the WAP that good, Derrick? You denounce God for the WAP. I don't care about God. I don't care about my job. Hold on, bro. Let me rewind. Hold on. Maybe I heard something else. I could be mistaken. Y'all. I could be mistaken. Hold on. It sounds like she said, I don't want to be with you no more. I'm taking the kids. And he starts saying, well, I try to be a good man, but F that. Forget God and forget my job. Fuck it.
Right? That was in May. I would say June, conversation is slowing down. She's waiting for a lawyer to get back to her. And what I'm getting to is the point where I hit rock bottom, because I did hit a rock bottom, and where God pulled us from. And then this is how all of this came to be. June, we talking about my birthday. She basically lets me know there's no plan for her to be around on my birthday. Okay? Now I'm in screw it mode, F it mode. I'm hitting up old chicks. I really don't care at this point. I don't care about my reputation. I don't care about the business. I don't care about any of that. One of those people was a girl named Candace. She's from Florida, Orlando, Florida. Girl I'd have known, at least been acquainted with for a couple of years, right? Last time I think I seen her was back in 2016 before.
So y'all see how the man just told on himself, right? Do y'all see? Hit the like button, y'all. Stop playing with me. Stop playing games, okay? Y'all see how he just told on himself. If you don't care about God, you don't care about your business or your reputation, why would you say that those females that you hit up, right? The old females that you was dealing with, why would you say now that we were supposed to believe that you cared so much not to sleep with them? You didn't care about nothing. You totally just said that you didn't care about nothing. You said you didn't care about God, your reputation. You didn't care about anything. So when you hit these females up, you had every intent on having sex with them. You had every intent on doing something inappropriate. You wasn't trying to heal, my G. You were trying to hit the streets. Now, I'm going to give you my analogy on why I feel like his wife did what she did, but let me get a little bit further in this. Go ahead and y'all pull up on YouTube and hit the like button. Stop playing with me, man.
Me and my wife got together. I hit Candace up. I'm going to come down to Miami. We're going to kick it. I'm going to get a yacht, blah, blah, blah. Now, here's the thing. And we're going to do a Q&A right after this. Here's the thing. So me and Candace have had a sexual relationship without actually having sex. All of these years, right?
What?
Did y'all hear what this big motherfucker just I'm about to piss somebody off. Did y'all hear what this big goddamn refrigerator looking is your shirt too loose? God damn it, what's going on with you, brother? Why you keep rocking back and forth in that motherfucking chair, God damn it? Is that a Kia chair? Did you not put the shit together right, brother? Now, goddamn, bro, I got an issue with this big motherfucker. Let me just rewind this shit. This motherfucker is thinking somebody stupid. You think we stupid? You hit up a female, you've been talking for years, having sex over, I guess, texting each other, but you never had sex. Who the hell are you going to, why are you in a committed sexing relationship? I want to look at y'all phones right now and see if you've been sex texting the same person for years. At some point in time, somebody got a stimulus check. Pull up, goddammit. Catch a Greyhound, goddammit. Catch the midnight train to Georgia, goddammit. Shit. This motherfucker just said I've been hitting her up, sex texting her, but we ain't never have sex. Man, get the fuck out of here. Bro, you bullshit. You bullshit. I don't like the way this smell, Derrick. It smells funny, brother. It smells shitty.
Q&A right after this. Here's the thing. So me and Candace have had a sexual relationship without actually having sex. All of these years, right?
What?
So we go hang out. We're on the yacht. We're doing our thing. Friends are there. We come back to my Airbnb. Everybody's having a kickback. She leaves. Everybody leaves. My boys leave. She leaves.
Bruh, okay. I don't know about y'all, but goddamn it, I'm about to piss somebody off. I'm about to piss somebody off. Motherfucker, you use your stimulus check to fly this motherfucking girl out to Miami to be on a fucking boat for the weekend for your birthday. And you mean to tell me you didn't expect no vagina, no licking of the tootie, no grabbing of the bizzles? Are you serious, bro? Come on now. Who you talking to, bro? We black. We Americans. God damn. Oh my God. This motherfucker's pissing me off. Derrick, I know right now you're watching this and you're saying, don't do it, Mario. I gotta do it. Don't do it, Mario. I gotta do it. I'm about to piss somebody off, bro. Who the fuck you think you fooling right now? You didn't spend all this money to get this girl and her friends out to a yacht party where you took her back to an Airbnb. Motherfucker, you could have stayed in your car for that. You could have ate at McDonald's for that. You could have continued to text her, sex her over the goddamn phone for that. No one's going to fly someone way to Miami to jump on a boat to just stare at a motherfucker. Huh? No one's going to just motherfucking say, come on this boat, this fucking yacht, and we just gonna stand here and look at each other. Matter of fact, we gonna read my books. We gonna play this goddamn dating relationship game that I got. Ain't nobody, bruh, you was smashing all weekend, bro. Listen, oh my God. You was playing hide and go get it on the yacht. Y'all was playing tic-tac orgy on the yacht. Y'all was tag team back again. Luke, bruh, come on, man. Let's be real, Derrick. Bruh, I would have respected this situation so much more if you would have said, look, I was separated. You know, I reached out to this chick that I know. I told her pull up, and I smashed her, bruh. I Hulk smashed her ass, goddammit. I Thor pounded her. I Iron Man pumped her, okay? I'm just saying, bruh. This shit is crazy. He lying to us right now. I feel like this is my son. He's my son right now. And I feel like he deserves an ass whooping. This big motherfucker, what type of belt do I need to use for this nigga? You ain't fucking up my good clothes trying to whoop your ass. I'm gonna hit his ass with an extension cord. 3 of them things, and a broomstick. Whoop his ass with a mop stick, motherfucker. Crazy ass. Talking about, we didn't do anything. I had an Airbnb and we just was chilling. Motherfucker, what type of fucking crazy ass retarded shit you think this motherfucker think? He think we stupid. He think we dumb. You think we dumb, Derrick? Derrick, you think we... Team Jaxn, what's up?
Everything. She comes back the next day because we're gonna go out to eat. And for some reason, she needed to use my charger first thing in the morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to hear something. I want to do it real quick. Because I want to show you how this motherfucker do not realize what the fuck he's saying.
So me and Candace have had a sexual relationship without actually having sex all of these years, right?
What?
So we go hang out, we're on the yacht, we're doing our thing, friends are there. We come back to my Airbnb, everybody's having a kickback. She leaves, everybody leaves, my boys leave, she leaves, everything. She comes back the next day because we're gonna go out to eat. And for some reason, she needed to use my charger first thing in the morning.
They making this too easy for me. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you guys are going to fly someone out, right, to spend time with you for your birthday that you've been sex texting for years? You're going to rent a yacht, right? And you're going to have an Airbnb, and everybody leaves you that night. Everybody leaves. He said everybody left. She left and then came back in the morning. Well, what the fuck was the purpose of you bringing someone that you were sex texting for years to come to the yacht and then leave and disappear, go wherever she went, and then come back early in the morning to use your motherfucking charger? Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you serious right now? Is you smoking crack, or a little crack? Is it a lot of crack? Or you know what? He's smoking rat poison. Because this motherfucker got to be crazy. He got to be crazy to think that we believe this shit, bruh. You can't think we believe this shit. You should have practiced this shit, Derrick. You should have wrote this shit down. Huh? You should have wrote this shit down. You should have stood in the mirror with your big ass and said, this is what I'm gonna say to them. Oh, okay, I don't look believable. Okay, should I wear the yellow shirt or the blue shirt? No, I just wear the black shirt. Okay, cool. I ain't really been to the gym, so they won't really tell if I ain't. Okay, I wear the black shirt. Okay, should I wear the black shirt with just the crew neck collar, or should I wear like open? Because I really want to be sexy still and sell my books. Okay, cool. Okay, I'll do it with the open. Okay, I don't want them to know that I'm sweating and I'm nervous a bit, so I'm gonna wear this motherfucking furry ass hat. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really hot as a bitch. So he doesn't understand that if you motherfucking put on wool hats on your head, you know what I'm saying, it may increase the nervousness instead of just being comfortable. Okay, all right. So I guess right now what we're looking at is a motherfucker ready. It looks like he want to commit suicide right now in front of us. Derrick Jaxn wants to kill himself right now in front of us. Like he can't wait. He don't understand it. He has the power right now. He has the power to control the narrative right now. Now, these women have come forward and say, hey, he's done X, Y, and Z, yada, yada, yada. And what he could do is say, you know what? Let me say something right now. Okay? I'm going to bring my wife in here and I'm going to apologize to her in front of you all. Then I'm going to apologize to my motherfucking fans, the people that I've been talking to for years, and say, I fucked up. I fucked up. That's what we want to hear you say, player. I fucked up. I fucked up. And that's okay. I fucked up and I'm going to fix it. You can even throw some shit in there talking about, hey, with the help of God. If you cool with him again. I don't know if are you cool back with God? Because you just said you gave up on him, brother. You just said you and God was on the outs. I'm about to piss somebody off. You and God was beefing. He was a blood, you was a crip. Y'all wasn't getting along. I bet not see God on the street or else. Derrick said, if I see God on the street, I'm going to put the pause on him. I'm going to put the pause on God when I see him. Because this woman took my kids. I don't care about my life. I don't care about my goddamn business. And I'm pissed off that because I cheated, my wife want to leave. Sound about right? Sound about right, Derrick? I mean, you can come on over here if you want to, Derrick, so we can talk. Let me know if you're ready to talk, brother. Let me know if you're ready for this tough love.
I didn't really find that odd. I didn't think nothing about it. What I didn't know was Candace was taking pictures of my feet. Found that out later.
Wow.
Okay. Next thing I know, we kicking it, we chilling. We actually go meet up with one of her friends at a brunch spot. We leave there, and what was it? A couple of weeks later, I'm like, look, I'm about to do something for my birthday. Do you want to come out? Got her friends out. Long story short, her friends in I would say about 25.
My God. Y'all, listen. This dude said, got her friends out. You paid for her and her friends to come where you were. And when they came where you were, you had your friends, Derrick Jaxn. So your friends met her friends, and together y'all became friends. Y'all dig what I'm saying? Do y'all dig what I'm saying? I wish he just stopped playing it down. Don't play it down. Just call it like it is. Call it like it is, bro. I'm telling you, you will gain a lot more male respect and say, yeah, okay, I can feel that. I can feel that. I understand that. Shit, you was in a tough place. You needed somebody to motherfucking console. You reached out to a female that you thought, hey, shit, we've been talking on and off. So I'm gonna pull up on her. I'm gonna let her know, okay, cool, it's time to pull up. Let's just be real, ladies and gentlemen. Derrick Jaxn is trying to pull a motherfucking some bullshit over our eyes right now by getting to the motherfucking point. Say I cheated. Apologize. But you're trying to dumb it down like this girl just came and then she went to the zoo after the fucking yacht party. She went to the water park after the motherfucking yacht party. She went to church. She went to revival. She went to the Lord's house. She went to Waffle House after she left the yacht party. She was in IHOP busting it open for some pancakes and flapjacks. Are you serious? You got a whole Airbnb and you said, hey, I know we partying with about 20, 30 people right now and we lit. Like everybody drunk, everybody smoking a little hashish. Everybody good, everybody sexy, smelling like goddamn Bath and Body Works in this motherfucker. Some people had on Cool Water, some people had on Juke, some people ain't have on nothing. That's a fact. So everybody getting it in, having a good time, partying, music, drinks flowing, popping bottles. Because he said he got the cake, ladies. The cake. Right? So he brings the women to the yacht, say, yo, fellas, these the women. Everybody feeling good and shit. Everybody feeling good and shit. And after the yacht party, this motherfucker says everybody leaves. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. You got fine ass women all on the yacht party, but you about to go home by yourself to the Airbnb. Then when the girl goes home, allegedly, comes back early in the fucking morning just to borrow your motherfucking charger. And then she took pictures of your feet. Brother, what type of feet do you got? We want to know what the fuck is wrong with your feet that she had to take a picture of it. This girl was setting you up for the okie doke. She was setting you up to blackmail you, brother, because you was tricking. You was doing the most, Derrick. You got caught up. You got lazy, sir. You got lazy with the vagina. Lazy vagina user. I'm about to piss somebody off. You're a lazy vagina user. That's what you are. And I don't care how many muscles you have, brother. You need to work the muscle that is up on your shoulders. The one, your brain. God damn. I shouldn't have had to did this.
The 30 people. We having a mansion party. We tripping out. I'm smoking. I'm getting high. Still no sex. But she wants to use the bathroom. She wants to go and use friends out. Long story short, her friends in the brunch spot. We leave there.
Why does he keep emphasizing still no sex? Is it just me? Is it just me? I mean, I'm just saying, listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you are on YouTube, if you are on Facebook and Instagram, congratulations, you made it to the Tough Love Podcast. I am yours truly, Mario J. We are having the tough conversation, analyzing the fuckery and bullshit, but we're also going to get to how this relates to our everyday life, because Derrick Jaxn has been pushing the narrative that we're going to empower women. And by empowering women, we're not going to worry about the men. They told men for years, bruh, get it how you live. He's been telling men for years, bro, you're going to have to do you, because I'm just going to worry about me. He's created this monopoly of selling sexuality and empowering women to the point where they give all of their hard-earned money to Derrick Jaxn so he can fly women in on a yacht party to the Airbnb to smoke hashish, to have some drinks. But according to Mr. Derrick Jaxn, there is still no sex involved. There is no sex in the champagne room. I'm about to piss somebody off.
And what was it? A couple of weeks later, I'm like, look, I'm about to do something for my birthday. Do you want to come out? Got her friends out. Long story short, her friends and I would say about 25 to 30 people. We having a mansion party. We tripping out. I'm smoking. I'm getting high. Still no sex. But she wants to use the bathroom. She wants to go and use my charger whenever we did the house tour with a couple of people. She wants to stop and do this, stop and do that. I didn't know what was going on until later on, that the entire time she was trying to take pictures of me as I'm walking in and out. Okay, I didn't know that, right? Cool.
Just a couple quick things. Sexual relationship without having sex. It's interesting. So what?
Fast forward to, I'm talking to my mentor because at this point, I'm not feeling where I'm at. I'm breaking down. I don't want to do anything productive. If you look at my videos from, what was it? If you look at my videos from June, about June 10th to September 10th, you'll see me post about 2 to 3 times. Talking to my mentor, I basically just had this whole meltdown about nothing is satisfactory. God don't love me. My wife is rejecting me. I'm not able to see my kids. And something that he told me.
I guess I don't get why he keeps pulling God into this shit. Like, why would you say God don't love you based on what your wife is doing to you? But this has been the same conversation that you've been having for years. You were able to give women encouragement. You were able to give women direction. And now when it's you, the subject of the conversation, you're mad at God. What the fuck? I don't get it. When you are now in the storm, you are now facing trial and tribulation. You are now the subject of the conversation. Can you imagine now that his wife is listening to a man empower her to leave his ass? To say, straighten your crown, queen. Hey, he's not man enough to handle you. Can you imagine a Derrick Jaxn talking about Derrick Jaxn? Oh, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Somebody said, did he really cheat? I'm going to tell you just like this. I don't know if the man did cheat or if he didn't cheat. I'm saying that it is hard to believe that you flew women out to come to your house, to come on a yacht, to come to an Airbnb, that you've been sex texting for years. And when you finally meet up, there is no smoke in the city. It is hard for me to believe that you've been asking people what color panties they have on. But then when they pull up, you don't want to see the panties no more, Derrick. That's bullshit. You want to see the panties. I'm about to piss somebody off. Come on now. You sex texting for years. You think she didn't pull up to check you out, to test the goods, brother? You think she didn't want no chocolate Snicker bar on her lip? Come on now. Ladies, y'all ain't flying no state to state right, to go see the man. You obviously know what the man looked like. You know that he has a little bit working with him or whatever case to be. Now, I'm not saying you flying out there to be hoish. I ain't saying you're going to be a hoe. I'm just saying your freak flag may be flying. I'm just saying at one point in time, you're going to put up the flag to say, I'm ready. my stomach, I can't. Hit the like button, goddammit. I'm about to piss somebody off. Come on, Derrick. I can't believe it, bro. I can't believe it. Come on. You got vagina throwing at you left and right. You done gave up on God. You mad at everybody. You don't care about nobody think. Of course you had sex. Of course you had sex, sir. We know you did. God damn. What in the flying butter pecan?
Basically changed my life. And he said, D, the reason why you're not happy, the reason why nothing is lining up the way that you want it is because you verbally gave your life to Christ, but you didn't submit your life to Christ. You verbalized it, you said it, you accepted him, but you didn't walk with him. You didn't walk in according to his word. You're still holding on to some things, okay? That was probably, I think, July 27th or something like that. My wife is getting ready to come back in town. Haven't had much further dialogue about the divorce or anything like that, but we haven't rekindled anything. So at that point, what I decided was, okay, the marriage is done. But in order for me to have an opportunity to have this happiness or have this fulfillment that I'm looking for, I have to come into alignment with God. And that means even if my wife is ringing off, totally not talking to me, even if whatever, I won't even say depressed, but really in a bad space, even if whatever, in order for me to really connect with God, I got to clear some things out. So I threw away my liquor. I threw away every bit of other things that I was using. I cut off everybody, Candace included. Now, I won't say I gave an explanation. All I said was this ain't right and we don't need to talk again until this divorce is final. The whole time we have been talking, I was letting her know, hey, we're separated. I'm just doing my thing. I'm chilling. I'm kicking it. All that other good stuff. Which, by the way, I'll be honest with you. I won't necessarily say I recommend. I believe I preached on it. Somebody fact check me. Whenever I've talked on this subject, my whole dialogue has been that you don't want to deal with a man who's separated because he may still have feelings for his wife. He may be lying to you. In my case, I definitely had feelings for my wife, but I thought we were over and I wasn't lying. So am I practicing what I preach? I guess so. So anyway.
What the fuck did you just say, boy? What? Am I practicing what I preach? I guess so. Nick, look, bro. Oh my God. I almost called you out your name, boy. What in the... Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I understand that, we all go through things in life that forces us to reevaluate who we are, to reconstruct our purpose and our ambitions and our goals. But I also understand that, a lot of people tend to not have a good support system around them, and they end up stumbling trying to figure out the best way to move forward. Now, in Derrick's case, I don't know what his daily regiment was, but for someone that is able to give women a focus, to take a narrative, no matter what the situation is, and then provide guidance for that situation, I don't see why he is so disembobulated when it comes to his own life, his own situation. I don't understand why he couldn't just say, okay, well, let me focus on my family right now, and let's leave the business, take us a short break from the business and focus on them. Focus on the best way to do it. He's like, his wife is not talking to him. Okay, cool. Got it. So you wrote a book, you can write her a letter. You know what I'm saying? You can come clean. You can do something to showcase that, your family is more important than whatever else. But for some reason, he keeps saying God. And I'm just like, well, you denounce God when it's when you feel like it, and then now you go back to God saying, well, I need to get rid of the liquor, I need to get rid of the alcohol, and I need to get rid of all of the women that I was messing with. Well, here's the issue, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the issue. The issue is that when you cut off a woman that you've been promising or sex texting or flying out and having sex with or relations with, she's not just going to go away. She's not just going to say, oh, okay, bro, thanks. You have been intimate with this woman to the point where she is now comfortable with you. Something had to be promised to her to make her feel entitled to more. I'm just saying, something had to happen to where this woman felt like she was entitled to more. So the question is, if you didn't have sex with her and the only thing this dude's his sex texting must be off the chart. His sex texting must be off the chart. His Netflix game is off the chart. His stimulus check is off the chart. He used his wife Netflix for the females he flew in. He obviously a boss. He used his stimulus check and sent that to the female and said, hey, listen, catch a flight. Be back here tomorrow. What the fuck? You know, and now we find out that his sex texting is goddamn A1. I need to get my sex texting up. I'm going to start practicing immediately. I may start practicing doing this live right now. So if you hear a silence, that is me sending the eggplant emoji to someone. I'm about to piss somebody off. I'm just saying, the boy sex texting must be off the goddamn chain. Must be off the chain. To make a woman stick around for that long and she ain't get no real penis? Oh, hell yeah. He must got T-Mobile. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Let me stop playing with y'all. Come on, let me finish this video.
Anyway, I sent her that text message. I blocked her on everything. In the past, what I would do is, and this is what caused a lot of issues even in my marriage, I would mostly cut somebody off. I would end communication, but I wouldn't cut it. I wouldn't completely obliterate. I wouldn't completely close every door to that part of my life. All right? It was only on that day, and don't get me wrong, this wasn't immediate. It was only on that day where I started seeing some light at the end of the tunnel. My anxiety is not nearly where it was. Me not wanting to do this, not caring to inspire anybody, not nearly where it was. Even in terms of me and Danae's communication, she still went forward. By the way, I wish I had printed this out because I believe you can actually search this. She filed for divorce. Some people may say, oh, Derrick, was the separation really real? She filed for the divorce. The lawyers were in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to my email. Trey Sauls is my lawyer.
Did this motherfucker say Trey Songz is my lawyer?
Let me see.
Trey Songz is my
hold on.
Trey Songz? Trey Songz?
You can't see it says Trey Songz.
Oh, Trey Songz. I thought he said Trey Songz.
You can't see the date.
Like the neighbors know my name.
Study how to do this. I've seen some questions in there. I'm gonna get to the questions right after. Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get to the questions right after. Anyway,
you know what? Let me just pause this real quick. Let me just real quick. Okay. His story.
Entire time I'm sitting there breaking.
People will be people. We talk about it all day. I feel ultimately a bit bad for him. You could tell. You could tell he's been through some ish. Let's keep it rocking.
At this point, she goes through and she files for divorce. And yes.
Fuck you mean you feel bad for him? I'm about to get his ass some tough love for that shit. I ain't even hear this shit. Let me talk to your ass, light skin. That is some light skin shit to say to somebody, goddammit. We having a dark skin conversation and your light skin ass talking about I feel bad for him. Bruh, no, I don't feel bad for him. He been taking shots for too goddamn long. He been wanting to smoke for too goddamn long. This dude is having a light skin moment to my I feel bad for him. Bro, let me find his email and send him a goddamn email to my I feel bad for him. That's the problem with people. People, listen, you should stop fucking with people. Listen, bro, that's some bullshit. I don't feel bad for him. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for him, goddamn it. Fuck you talking about I feel bad for him. You got me, bro. What? Goddamn it, all the Jehovah Witnesses in Chicago. Oh, shit. He said, can somebody please tell me how he got exposed? God damn! Rewind this motherfucker. Shit, Miss Georgia. Let me do this for the people that just tuning in right now. Okay, so listen, Derrick Jaxn. Okay, if you don't know who he is, he's a relationship guru. Has spent the last several couple years empowering women, growing his platform, selling author. Developed a card game for relationships. I mean, he's really been out there and really been championing women to straighten their crown, to be a queen, and empowering them. The issue is that I've said that Derrick Jaxn is one-dimensional. His niche is promoting his sexuality, and by him promoting that sexuality, a lot of women fantasize about him being their online baby daddy, being a goddamn their future ex-husband. So the whole narrative of Derrick Jaxn just rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Men were speaking about Derrick Jaxn. A lot of people, I think, were saying, well, if you speak about Derrick Jaxn, especially prior to this, you must be jealous, or you must, not be man enough to accept this message. And I don't think it was the message. I think it was how the message was pushed out, and the narrative and rhetoric behind the message. Because if you're going to empower women and never empower men, then that's a lopsided household, and it's also a lopsided relationship. So as a man with a platform, you should have a level of balance. And because he didn't have the balance, now people are saying, well, the men are already concerned that he's been a thorn in their side, so they're not riding for him. And then now the women who said, I held this man up to a high standard, and now I'm disappointed. So now everyone's on the fence about, should we cancel Derrick Jaxn or not? So when this light-skinned motherfucker just said, I feel sorry for him, I don't know what the fuck he talking about. He got me fucked up a little bit. I feel a certain type of way because I'm having a dark-skinned conversation, and his light-skinned ass, Drake-looking ass, gonna say, I feel sorry for him. Like he a puppy or some shit. This motherfucker, how tall is this motherfucker? How tall is this big motherfucker? I don't feel sorry for his goddamn juggernaut body looking at his army baby soldier looking ass. I don't feel sorry for him. Shit. God damn it. Fucking motherfucker. I'm about to do 3 sit-ups right now just because he said something. I feel sorry for him. Like he a puppy and shit. Oh, he's short for the puppy. Look at the little puppy. What the fuck, man? God damn it, shit, boy. 97.
Yes. This entire time, I'm sitting there breaking down. I'm sitting in my marriage is trash. Even though I'm not posting regularly, I haven't completely stopped. So if you want to say like Derrick, that's, you tripping for not coming forward and saying that your own marriage is in shambles or whatever. That's what I definitely did. But she filed for divorce. I believe it was officially filed on the 28th of August. But by the end of that month, we finally, coming into alignment with God's way, finally allowed for us to start having real conversations.
Listen, at the end of the day, Derrick Jaxn can't make it work. That from a results perspective, keep rocking.
It's like you can kind of depend on the way that you want to do things. You can kind of depend on what you think is going to be best, your own intellect, your own knowledge. But what I said in this book, and this is how it all ties in,
business.
It wasn't.
Bruh, if y'all go buy that book, y'all stupid as shit. What the fuck? The title of that book better be like, I cheated like a motherfucker. Yacht party, community Netflix, stimulus check. It better be something like that, because I'm telling you right now, bro, like seriously, like you keep on grabbing this goddamn book like it got all of the answers in it, motherfucker. And I want to see the people that's gonna buy this motherfucking book. If you gonna buy the book, please, goddamn, say I'm gonna buy the book. Just let me know. I mean, goddamn, ain't no way. I'm just saying, who gonna buy this motherfucking book? What is this book gonna teach us? How to get caught? I'm about to piss somebody off. Is the book going to teach us how to cheat? How to be, you know what? Is it going to teach us how to cheat like Derrick Jaxn and get caught? That's what I want to know. That's exactly what I know. How to use my stimulus check to fly chicks in to stay in my wife's bed. How to fuck up your life by Derrick Jaxn. How to not think like a motherfucker. Fuck think like a man. How to not think like a man, goddammit. Come on, bro. Are y'all serious right now? Talking about a fucking book. Bro, listen, I ain't buying no motherfucking book. Derrick Jaxn, you crazy as a motherfucker to even show that book. I would have changed the cover on that bitch. That bitch would have been all black. You know what he should have held up? The Bible. He should have held the goddamn Bible up. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 3 says, thou shalt cheat, and if thou gets caught of, then thee needs to be honest and not deflect upon the sheep. What the fuck, bro? You better hold the Bible up. Shit, I even take the Quran. I'll take something. Shit, hold a goddamn comic book up, a cookbook up, a motherfucking how to do book, a get well book, a credit card. Hold something. Don't hold your shit up, bro. You can't do business right now, brother. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to see your face, Derrick. What the fuck, bro? You got some audacity, Derrick. You got some audacity to try to sell us a goddamn book, and you done got caught cheating with a stimulus check. You done took the woman to the house and swan dive in her vagina on your wife's bed. You was swan diving in the vagina, Derrick. You had her go live in your house eating crackers and shit. Eating Ritz crackers. She ate the baby snacks, Derrick. We know what happened. That's why your wife mad. She ate the fruit snacks. Your wife said, these for the baby. Don't eat them. Oh, baby, you know, this Team Jaxn. Team Jaxn. You know I don't eat no goddamn fruit snacks. I'm on a diet, baby. You see my body, baby. You see these goddamn ripples on me. These motherfucking tide waves on me. I don't eat no motherfucking fruit snacks. Then you bring the girl over. She eat up all the fucking fruit snacks. You done got caught because the fruit snacks were missing, sir. Where are the fruit snacks? All of this shit for some fruit snacks, Derrick. That's what this is about. This is what it comes to, fruit snacks. I'm tired of this shit. Replace the fruit snacks. Bring the animal crackers back. Go get the Ritz crackers. Your wife loved those Ritz crackers. She used to watch Lifetime, drink wine, and eat Ritz crackers. You know what her regiment was on Thursday night. You know what she did. You pissing us off. Go to HEB and fix this shit. Fix this shit. Hit the dollar store and get some snacks, motherfucker. Fuck that book. I ain't buying that book, goddamn. If I could block this shit out right now, I would block it out, motherfucker. Matter of fact, I think I can block it out. If you grab that book one more time, I swear to God, do not grab that book again. Do not, Derrick Jaxn, if you listening, do not grab that book again. I don't want to see it. It is too early. We have not healed yet, sir. We've been bamboozled, traumatized, led amok. We tired of your shit. We are in, it's too early. It's too early. We're still traumatized, okay? You pushing this shit. You trying to make us buy shit. Didn't you get enough money? Didn't you get enough money, Derrick? We sent you enough money for that yacht party. We didn't go to the yacht party. We sent you enough money for the Airbnb. You didn't even invite us, motherfucker. You had enough room on that boat for 6 more people. We could have pulled up. We could have pulled up, but nah. You want to be a goddamn asshole and have a yacht party and don't invite your goddamn friends. We your friends, Derrick. Not really, but shit, we can pretend, can't we? Shout out to everybody in the chat room. I see y'all. Salute. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't finished yet. I ain't finished with this motherfucker. This motherfucker is a long-ass video not saying shit. He didn't say that I'm guilty one time. He said, well, possibly, maybe, if Jupiter hit Mars, if leprechauns can break dance, if Michael Jackson comes back. Like, I mean, if R. Kelly not guilty, he's saying everything else, but ain't saying I smashed. I did the Boston bomber inside my bedroom. I was lazy in the vagina for 3 weeks. He ain't saying none of this. Take off that hot ass hat and that goddamn, I don't know what type of shirt. I don't know why your shirt is, you keep adjusting this shit. Fuck the shirt and fuck that goddamn hot ass hat and fuck that book. Tell us that you slept with this girl so we know what the fuck it is. Cause right now you looking guilty, brother. You looking real guilty. Not a little bit, a lot. You looking Bonnie Rubble guilty, motherfucker.
It wasn't until I learned that I can have all the knowledge in the world, I can have all the intellect in the world. But whenever you're in a spiritual covenant, when you're in a covenant with God, you can't do it by your own judgment. You can't do it by your own thought processes, your own reason, your own logic, right? That was the end of August. I believe it was about a mid-September where we ended up at the same church event, and the pastor was willing to see us in the back after church and all of that stuff. And we basically had a one-on-one with him. And that's where we decided we were going to take divorce completely off the table. Taking divorce completely off the table was such a huge turnaround because just 2 or 3 months prior, she wasn't talking to me. We weren't talking. And I'll let her talk for herself if she's able to come down here in a little bit. She's putting the kids to bed. She's a strong woman of God. She has her own voice. But we weren't talking, weren't doing anything, right? And here we are taking divorce completely off the table and now talking about our future again. So in that time, with godly counsel and with putting everybody back where they're supposed to go, because both of us had let some outsiders in. Candace was only one of mine, but my wife did too, and I don't think it was other guys. I'm not trying to insinuate that. But outsiders were allowed in, something that I talked about in Don't Forget Your Crown that you're not supposed to do. I'm referencing this because this is what I preach. So wisdom is one of those things that you can either listen to it, heed it, or not. Either way, you're going to eat the fruit of it. That was in September. By the end of December, me and her, I'm talking about crushing the honeymoon stage. Crushing the honeymoon stage. Now, what had to happen in order for that to go down? Well, first off, there was a complete purge of everything that was not of God. There was a complete submission to God. Some of you may look at my YouTube videos. Anybody in the comment section, you may be able to peek that since August, I haven't cussed in any of my videos. I haven't said Team Jaxn was happening. Why is that? Because my platform is not my platform anymore. I completely have come into the submission of Christ. You may look on Twitter and see certain things that I've said, acknowledging Christ, acknowledging God. Now, these are just like small, I guess, evidences, but since August, the beginning of August, I would say, not only my marital life, not only my internal peace, but even the impact that I'm having on people, not just in dating and relationships, but now in marriage, completely skyrocketed. So that's only a piece of my testimony.
There you go, grabbing that fucking book again.
That is according to what I preached in my videos. I am absolutely cool with being held accountable. I have no problem with that whatsoever. And I have no problem saying what I did was wrong. But let me be very clear. In dealing with that girl, while I was actually separated, a couple of weeks before the divorce was filed, it wasn't wrong necessarily according to my old logic. Why was it wrong? It was wrong because I was in the covenant with God, and I only was making a contingent based on my wife. I was only making a contingent based on what she said. Well, we're not dealing with each other. Well, she's not meeting my.
Bruh, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm tired of watching this. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna say some things, and this is where I'm just gonna give my commentary. Fuck this shit. Okay. If you guys want to see the rest of the video, feel free to go over to the content creator. His name is right there on the screen. How to find him. Shout out to him. Again, this is fair use. I want to just have a small dialogue with you. Just really give some insight on this situation. So here's the thing. Men don't give a shit if he cheated on his wife or not. Men don't care. They don't care. It's none of their business. They don't really care. People cheat all the time. They don't care about that. The beef that men have is that this particular man was used, or his message was weaponized against a lot of men that fall in this same predicament. That is the issue or the concern that men have. That's it. Men don't care. Like they don't give a shit. Now, there are women that have fantasized about this man. There are women that said, you know what? His message is so great because his physique. His message is so powerful because he's so thoughtful. Because he's married. He's the epitome of what we want our men to be, especially our black men. So now that we get to a situation where we have a man that is saying everything, it looks like he is doing everything. He's now married. He has the 1, 2, 3 punch. He's checked the block on all the things that could make his message grow, his platform grow. He's married, he's handsome, he's able to articulate, he's able to communicate, he's able to understand women's feelings and needs and empower them to a point where they feel comfortable. Okay, cool. Got it. Kudos. But then we have to go a little bit deeper. Okay? Gotta go a little bit deeper. Now, I understand that a lot of people need guidance. I understand that, we all go through some shit and it's like we need somebody to talk to or whatever. But it's just interesting to me that his business was relationships. His talking points was relationships. And his niche was empowering women. And I'm trying to figure out, how did he miss the mark on empowering his wife? Can somebody talk to me right now? How did you miss the mark on empowering your queen? How was her crown not straightened by you? I'm just saying, how was her crown not straightened by you? How was she not empowered by you? How are you not able to change the narrative that you wrote about in your books and now still have the audacity to say, oh, but I got this book right here. And really, honestly, we don't care about your book. We want to know if the allegations are true. We want to know how long it's been going on, because that means your message, though some of it was pretty decent. We're not going to act like it wasn't decent. We're going to say that, you did hit some points. But again, I always say a broken clock can be right twice a day. Let's look at this. Okay, I get married. I have a baby out of wedlock, so we hurry up and get married. I'm really not, I'm feeling her, but I'm not feeling her. I'm really attracted to these other women, so I'm gonna keep them in the background. I'm gonna put this black woman in the forefront and say, okay, I'm married, y'all. So respect me because I'm married. Respect me because I'm loyal. Respect me because I'm honest. Respect me because I tell you the things that you need to do to be better in your relationship, so you can get a man like me. That's what it is. That's what it is. So you can get a man like Derrick Jaxn. And that's what it was. I'm going to listen to all of Derrick Jaxn's videos. I'm going to read all of his books. I'm going to buy his games. I'm going to buy his merchandise in reference to his t-shirts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to come see him when he's at a conference speaking. Hey, how many women pushed into his DM? How many women had boyfriends and husbands? Shit, even had girlfriends and was like, oh, I'm trying to holler at him. I'm trying to pull up on him. Well, my thought process is, do we now feel that Derrick Jaxn will lose his audience, or will he be able to apologize his way to greatness? What do you think? How many people feel like, if he comes out and really actually says, I messed up? Someone said, can you play more of the video, because at the end, his wife comes in. Oh, shit. Let me see if his wife comes in. Now, let me go back there then, okay? If his wife... Now, okay, before I even play that, ladies and gentlemen, if Derrick Jaxn pulls his wife into this and she sits down and he does a face, because this is the first time he's actually addressed this. So if he sits his wife down side by side and say, baby, I love you. You are my queen. You are my sun, my moon, my everything. And I'm sorry that I've disrespected you, our household, and I made you look like a fool. I apologize. And I'm going to do everything that I can on a daily basis to try to regain your trust. Then he looks into the camera and says, I apologize to my fans. I ain't worrying about the haters. I ain't worrying about the naysayers. I ain't worrying about the frenemies. I'm talking about the people that have been supporting my lifestyle for the last motherfucking couple years. I apologize to you guys for not being the icon that you've placed me in a position to be. I apologize to you guys. I was having sexual relations or I was not having sexual relations. But if it was a case that he was having sexual relations, say I was having sexual relations, my marriage was rocky, and I reached out to these women or that woman or whatever the case may be, so I can have companionship. I think a lot of people would understand that. A lot of people would understand that. But then there are some people that's like, motherfucker, you married. You took those vows, and it's till death do you part, motherfucker. But I haven't heard a reasonable ounce of truth. I haven't heard a reasonable amount of acceptance in this situation. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But I'm gonna play a little bit more of the video because obviously there is something else that I probably need to hear. So let's see.
My needs. And in that, I think anybody is kind of setting themselves up to fail. Even if the divorce goes through, I had to get to a place where no matter what, I'm honoring my commitment to God first, my wife second, the marriage second. And that's with the marriage completely gone, her all but guaranteeing that she was out the door. So that is the gist of it. Like I said, guys, if you look in the comments, you're going to see the bloodthirsties. They really don't care. But the whole Derrick got caught cheating in his wife's bed is BS. Complete BS. I'll own up to anything that I did, and I deserve to be held accountable for anything that I did. If I was living a double life, it was trying to encourage people when I was discouraged. It was trying to help people build healthy relationships when my relationship was dismantled, disheveled. I absolutely.
Okay, he said if he was living a double life. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to point something out. I really hope that Derrick Jaxn sees this video because this is my thought process. If you wasn't sleeping with this woman or these women, right? What level of companionship did they provide for you? Like, what are they, psychologists? Are they nurses? Like, what were they doing for you that made you feel comfortable enough to fly them in and to, be at the house and go live, you know what I'm saying? And fly them to the yacht party and the Airbnb. Like, what made you feel that this was the necessary step? I'm just saying. Now, somebody said his wife is about to come on in a second. So here's my thought process, right? Because I don't know if his wife come on in a second or not. But this is my thought process about this. If his wife comes into, I don't know if that's the office or studio, I don't know what that is. But if his wife comes in there and sits beside him, right, it shows that she supports him. But if she only comes in there and not get on camera and say, nah, you keep on talking. I'm good. It shows that he is doing this to save face for the foundation that he has developed, to save face, to provide, to continue to get his coin. So if she doesn't showcase that I'm standing by my husband 110% and I'm going to show my face, I'm going to sit right beside him, and I'm going to say, hey, boom, whatever she says. But if she does not do that, then she is not feeling none of this shit. I'm just saying right now. She is not feeling none of this shit. Okay, let's see what happens.
We did that. So at some point, I guess we'll get a fix for that. But let's go ahead and go to the comments. Okay?
I'm going to get into the comments. I'll let the comments play just to see if there's any other nuggets that we can find. But he's going through his story. And I think so it sounds like the majority of the things that the lady said Candace is her name, I guess, accused him of. Seems like the majority of it is true. She actually was down in there. They actually were hanging out. It seems like they probably actually did have sex. He didn't say that specifically. But again, I go back to what I think is actually happening or what had happened. And what I see here is,
I'm going to actually let this part play. I was fast forwarding through a lot of his commentary, so I'm actually going to let this part play so that way you guys can get another perspective about this situation. I'm curious to hear what he's going to say. Let's listen to what he's got to say.
a man that's currently or was tortured by his particular decisions to get married at that junction, but it's someone who had made that decision on account of the business. Guys, from a let me give you guys my perspective. From a content creator's perspective, what can happen is that the information that you are delivering to your audience becomes a part of you, who you are as a person, becomes a part of who your persona is, regardless of how your individual self might evolve past the content that you talk and or speak about. And then there's some people that come in and are just completely separate from the content that they speak about, and they actually create a different persona and then speak as this actor to the audience. So for someone that was preaching one thing and then had a baby, right, and then thought that in order to make sure that what he's preaching here was maintained, got married to said person. At least that's the way that I am understanding the things that he's saying, like trying to peel back the onion of the things that he's actually saying, right? And then maintaining this relationship, and then the relationship started to crumble for whatever reason, and then he started to slip back into his old ways, but then started to uncover that it wasn't making him happy anyway. Plus, it probably would still affect or impact his business downstream at some point. He probably understood and realized all of these things, right? So then in an attempt to bring back his persona back to that homeostasis of the marriage, they went on a path towards God and talking with his pastor. But at the end of it, things are starting to get better. And then the original lady comes back into the picture and throws up all of this information with all these receipts up into the air. So what you see is a huge amount of damage control. Huge amount of damage control. Real quick as well, before I get back in it, do I think that this will adversely impact him? No. I think that he can, because he's already spinning it in terms of the reasons why he wrote the book, right? As to explain some of these things kind of away. It seems like to a degree he's accepting a degree of accountability for the choices that he made at the end, or what he thought was the end of the marriage. I think it would be really important to see his wife talk about this, to get her side of the story, analyze her mannerisms, her body language as she's going through and recounting the story as well. I think it'd be really keen in order to be able to do that. Really important to be able to understand that as well. Listen, you know, we are all products of our environment. There's a lot of us that make things up about ourselves in order to continue on, you know, a particular lifestyle. And, you know, it gets even more complicated when there's a degree of a brand that you associate with. And, you know, a lot of people all across the internet thinks that to a degree that he panders to his particular audience, and then it's not a degree of realism in what he's saying and the way he actually lives his life. I mean, shit. I mean, even looking at, I mean, he's a tall dude, swole as hell, and his wife is, you know, from an aesthetics perspective, I would think that he could get a lot better. But then it goes back to, well, did it fit with his brand?
Wow.
Or, you know,
Wow. Shots fired. Shots fired. He just Kevin Samuels her ass. What the fuck? I'm about to piss somebody. Oh, god damn. He said he could do a lot better. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. People fall in love with people's personality. They fall in love with their cooking ability. They fall in love with their quirkiness and how witty they are, their eyes, their mannerisms. You know, I mean, there's a lot of reasons to fall in love with someone. And one of those reasons is, hey, we're having a child. I'm so excited to start a fresh life and go and be merry and shit. So, I mean, for someone to be like, oh, she wasn't, that easy on the eyes, so I can see why, he would want to cheat type. That's kind of crazy to me. See, that's kind of crazy to me. And that's why I said, you have to be mindful about, which is the reason why I was fast forwarding through a lot of shit. You can't help who you fall in love with. A motherfucker who like guys like Derrick Jaxn, that don't mean you won't date a dude that don't go to the gym. His personality may be, just that much powerful. You don't know. And I think a lot of people have a type. And that's cool. But whether you like light skin, dark skin, tall, short, skinny, fat, sometimes people catch you by surprise. They catch you by surprise, they catch you off guard, and you find yourself, before you know it, head over heels and wanting to be around that person's energy, their vibe, because they're so positive, they're so sexy, they're so whatever. And I think a lot of people, when that statement that he just made, and I'm gonna fucking rewind that shit. I didn't like it though. I felt like, what I'm saying? I mean, what they say, shady, but I just felt like that was unnecessary, as if the wife is ugly or not attractive, and he could have did better. Well, he did what he did. He married her. He didn't marry the other chick. He married her. So to say that she's average at best, type shit, I think that's kind of foul. But I mean, what y'all think in the comments?
It gets even more complicated when there's a degree of a brand that you associate with. And a lot of people all across the internet think that to a degree that he panders to his particular audience, and then it's not a degree of realism in what he's saying and the way he actually lives his life. I mean, shit. I mean, even looking at, he's a tall dude, swole as hell, and his wife is, from an aesthetics perspective, I would think that he could get a lot better. But then it goes back to, well, did it fit with his brand, or, is it because of the oops baby and like all of these different things that you have to be able to consider? But because it seems as though he made some certain business decisions, he has to live within that. But you could see as the relationship started to break down, it was beginning to tear him apart. So he resorted to things such as, bowing before God, getting up all of the drugs, the alcohol, spending fast, living hard. Okay, that's what I see here. But honestly, what I also see is just this is the most realistic I've ever seen him. He's just being an authentic dude right here to a degree, a very nervous and authentic dude with a lot on the line. Okay, to a degree. Let's keep it rocking.
Let's see. They're kind of moving fast. I don't know if you guys can even hear me.
Hear you.
Let's see here.
My G, you've been
Somebody
talking
said,
the last
why did
20
I
minutes.
ghost old girl? Good question.
Because that's risky,
So
Derrick.
I texted her, what we're doing ain't right. What we're doing ain't right. We don't need to talk and get into this divorce is final, right? So for me, my own logic, I could definitely go about saying, hey, just so we're in the right path of things, just so.
What type of bullshit did this man just say? You've been sex texting this female. You flew her out to Miami. You flew her to your home. You've been partying with this woman. And you felt as a relationship guru that a woman that you've been dealing with, even if not intimately, sexually, intimately in reference to the settings, you know what I'm saying? You felt that you could send her a text message. This ain't right. Yeah, I'll holler at you. Does that shit sound right to y'all? You felt that you could just send her a simple text message and it'll be all good. That she didn't deserve a telephone call. See, this is some fuck shit. If y'all don't call this shit out, I'm just saying. That's some fuck shit. That's some fuck shit. That's some weak shit.
Your feelings aren't hurt. I want to let you down easy. I want to do this, that, and the other. But that's not biblical.
Oh.
That's not biblical. That's according to my own sense. That's according to my own logic. Now, if I had it my way, what I would do is, instead of letting her down easy or not ghosting her or anything like that, I just wouldn't have texted her to begin with.
Okay, now I see some bullshit. My bullshit alarms are going off. My bullshit alarms are going off, Derrick. You almost had me. You almost had me. Jesus. It's not biblical. You shouldn't have ghosted. Listen, you don't want to just you pissed her off. She got angry. She got her emotions. She got her in her feelings. Listen, at the end of the day, she could have been planning to do that all along. But I'm saying from a reduce of your risk perspective, if you just go somebody who you think who's been in and around your space, they might do something to you in order to try to get one up on you. This is chess, not checkers. I think you've learned your lesson, but no, it's not biblical. Okay, I see what's going on here.
The truth says, I just think it's crazy to assume he's perfect just because he gives advice. I don't think it's a matter of thinking he's perfect. Here's what happened. I was on the Sugar Shay show. Shout out to Sugar Shay in the building. And we were talking about if Derrick, which is funny, if he decides to apologize, what are some of the ramifications that may come along with it? And my thought process was, okay, well, men are not mad because Derrick Jaxn speaks to women. It is the way his message is weaponized against men that happen to be doing the same fuck shit that he is doing. So he never included himself and said, when I'm talking about narcissist people, I'm talking about me too. When I'm talking about toxic motherfuckers, I'm talking about me too. When I'm talking about being in people's DMs and sex texting and cheating and fucking up your vows, I'm talking about me too. That is the problem that men are having. Not that he's perfect and we assume that he was perfect, but the message was weaponized to the point where the only defense that men had was to say, I'm hoping that my woman is smart enough not to take all of this rhetoric to heart. Again, a broken clock can be right twice a day, but don't empower a motherfucker over me to say, well, me as a man is not the prize. It's just a woman. And listening to rhetoric like Derrick Jaxn, how would that fare now that he is in the hot seat? Can you now equate his message to him? Can the messenger be governed by the message? That's what we want to know right now. Can we take those books? Can we take those goddamn videos and say Derrick Jaxn deserves to be by himself? He deserves to get a divorce. He doesn't deserve to get a second chance because he didn't appreciate his vows. He brought women to his home. He flew women out and used money that he should have used for his family. So we can look at this any type of way, but I don't think men made Derrick Jaxn perfect. I think women made Derrick Jaxn perfect because it was a fantasy. And as long as you live in that fantasy, you live in the never-ending Jaxn story. As long as you live in that fantasy, then it's all good. I'm going to use his talking points. I'm going to buy his merchandise, and I'm going to fantasize. And while you're fantasizing, Derrick Jaxn is literally picking out the clergy. You're next, and you're next. So, something to think about. I haven't seen his wife yet. I don't know where she's at.
Here?
Are you
Are
using,
you using God in order to explain away your actions? How dare you, Derrick?
Wouldn't have reconnected to begin with. So I'm fine with being wrong for that. Let's see here. But I'm a big proponent of, especially since I came in full submission, that you cannot save everybody else's feelings, especially when it's at the cost of somebody who matters most. You can't go sparing everybody else's feelings. You can't go giving 2 weeks notices. I gave a message to basically say, and I didn't basically say it, to say, I'm not going to talk to you until this divorce is final. And I cut it right then. After that, I just had to accept what comes with it. Let's see.
Yeah, I think it would have ended up better for you if you just didn't block her out of nowhere. If you just had a conversation, if you had some communication with her, right? I think.
But why would you need to tell a relationship guru, someone who is accustomed to talking to women, someone who is accustomed to looking at problems and giving solutions, steps ahead? Why would you have to tell a relationship guru that you texting this woman is not a smart idea? I don't see, this is my problem. My problem is that your logic should apply to yourself. And if your logic only applies when giving it, but you never take it for yourself, well, that's an oxymoron. That's crazy. That makes you a hypocrite. And to be honest with you, if Derrick, you know what, let me talk to Derrick. Derrick, there is no way in fucking hell that you should be in this situation. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you've talked about this situation over and over and over again. You've empowered women through these type of situations right here. And the issue is that you've been leaving men hanging out to dry. And now you see what men go through. You see what others like yourself go through, which is why I fucking say tough love says it. This is why you need to have a balanced message, because when your ass gave up on fucking God, right? Because that's what you said. When you said, oh, well, I'm just sick of this. I'm mad at God. I'm mad at myself. I don't care about my job. Blase, blase, blah. How many times? How many other men out there went through this same fucking situation, or has a homeboy or an uncle or aunt? Uncle, some of y'all got aunts as uncles, but the fact of the matter is, how many people know a man that went through this situation and their woman was listening to men like Derrick Jaxn, and it never fixed the problem? He didn't empower women to listen to men. He didn't empower women to say, well, let's just forgive and forget. But now you're expecting sympathy. You're expecting empathy. You're expecting people to say, well, you're not perfect. Motherfucker, we never said you was perfect. We said that your message, though articulated very well, sir, we said that your message did not create a balance that was going to help build households, strengthen relationships. You strengthen women, and you strengthen them past their counterparts. And when you do that, there's going to be a sense of envy. There's going to be a sense of denial. There's going to be a sense of aggravation. And that's what this has come to. Men are aggravated with your message because it was weaponized against them.
It would have ended up a little bit better. Okay, this is a life lesson for not even just an influencer such as him, but like any of y'all in y'all life. You know what I'm saying? If you ever you invite a lady over, you end up having a bad night with her, like for whatever happened, miscommunication, right? Like, if you end up like just blocking her or treating her like ish on the way out, of calling her an Uber, like never try to leave a situation under bad faith. Try not to, because they can go back, they can talk with whoever, they could get depressed about it, and then people want to get revenge. They want to exact revenge on you. What are you doing to reduce the risk of some bullshit happening to you? And this is a direct example of what can happen. All right.
Here.
I would be remiss if I didn't say this. Ladies and gentlemen, there are some fucked up, vindictive, bitter ass motherfuckers out there that would love to say, I'm exposing somebody. They're just some fucked up people, some real narcissist, toxic ass people, and they get off on saying, I'm going to expose you. No, expose your fucking real life. Expose your goddamn financial, physical, emotional goddamn fitness, motherfucker. Go explore your life. It's a lot of people that sit around and say, well, I want to hurt you because I don't know myself. I want to hurt you because I'm jealous of you. There's just a lot of bad people out there. So I would say this: if Derrick Jaxn is going under duress because someone's lying on him, I would say the best thing for you to do is stop putting your fucking book up as if we're going to buy it right now, and stop worrying about talking about God and all this other. Tell us exactly what happened. Tell your side. That's the problem with fucking men. They don't tell a fucking side of the story, and they allow women or anyone that's challenging them to motherfucking just paint a narrative. I don't understand why you're so lost for words when you're in the hot seat. Don't be lost for words right now. Talk your shit. Stand 10 toes down. You expected women to find strong men. You expected women to look at you and say, you know what? Everything that I'm saying, I stand on it. Well, now is the time to live in it. Now is the time to motherfucking say, hey, listen, not only do I practice what I preach, but I'm not running. Let's fight. And it looks like you scared to death, homeboy. It looks like you're scared to death. You're nervous as shit. You're reading those comments, but you ain't reading talking about, well, I'm not going to be reading none of the negative ones. Well, here's the thing, bro. Either you're guilty or you're not. But it is hard to believe. I say again, it is hard to believe that you said you had an issue with God. You didn't care about your job. You didn't care about, being a good guy. And you reached out to women that you did not want to have sex with. You flew women to your house that you did not have sex with. You flew women to Miami to be on a yacht for a weekend that you did not have sex with. You took women to an Airbnb that you did not have sex with. God damn, bro. That's hard to believe. Derrick, that's hard to believe, bro. You need to hire me as your goddamn public relations guy. You need, because I would have had you right, brother. I would have had you right. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. You need to call me, brother. Call me. Call me.
So why run to the next one? You're not over the X. I absolutely agree. And let me make something clear. What's up, babe?
Oh, she gonna come on?
Want to come in? Oh, okay. You can pull up a chair if you want to.
Oh shit! Sit down, lady. She's there. You can see in that YouTube thing in the background. She's moving around.
Oh shit! I'm about to piss somebody up. Derrick Jaxn, this is how you get your fan base back, brother. If your wife sits down and says, we've been through trial and tribulation, we've ran the gauntlet. David versus Goliath. It is time to lose the edges on the side of your hair because we about to get to fighting. Somebody call the gorilla head girl and tell her we need to stick to the script. Sit down, Miss Jaxn. Embrace these motherfuckers. Sit next to your man and take that hot ass hat off of his head. How cold is it? How cold is it? If she sits down, it will change the narrative. But if she does not sit down, Derrick Jaxn, you are doing this to save face. You are doing this to save your coins. And I respect you and how you get your money, brother. Get your money. But the fact of the matter is your message has been one-dimensional and it now has come back to bite you in your ass. If your wife sits down, she can help you control this narrative. But if she does not sit down, that means you really by yourself, brother. Let's see what's going to happen. Dun, dun, dun. Pew, pew, shot fired.
Derrick, after all of the success, you
Like,
can't get a goddamn good
No, I
camera.
did not sleep with her.
Oh, he's saying he did
never
it.
slept with her. Our relationship was sexual in nature from day one. I've been acquainted with her 9 or 10 years or something like that. And it was like through Twitter. But I did not sleep with her. Why I did not sleep with her? Honestly, I'm not even going to say I was on some type of vibe like I feel like, oh, my values are this. I want to make sure I'm respecting vows. At that point, I wasn't even thinking much about the marriage. I was on some rebellion to God type stuff. I was on some screw it all type stuff. I didn't sleep with her or anybody for that matter because I got to get deep. I'm not able to perform when I'm super stressed. I didn't even have confidence that I could do something in that capacity. That's why I hit her up instead of somebody that I had actually had sexual relations with.
Bruh, Derrick Jaxn, I want you to hear me and hear me well, goddammit. That's bullshit. You mean to tell me while you was partying on that yacht, while you was at the Airbnb, when you brung her back to your house, right? And she was going live, y'all was popping bottles, she was twerking and shit. She was dropping it low for some goddamn rich crackers, goddammit. You mean to tell me you felt nervous and uncomfortable and you just could not perform? Bruh, you lying, bro. Seriously, you lying. You are lying, bro. Not one time did you have sexual relationships with all of the issues that you said you've had with God. You didn't have a beef with God. You said, I'm tired of being a good guy. You see where it's got me? I was tired of, I wasn't worried about my business. I was pissed off at God. And you're telling me that you had some freshly poured vagina in front of you. You had some freshly squeezed vagina in front of you, and you did not touch her. Bro, hold on, where this picture at, bro? Hold on, look, what is this fucking picture? You had this woman on the left in front of you, right? And you telling me at no point in time did you say, vagina, please? Man, you full of shit, Derrick. You full of shit, bro. Seriously, that's some bullshit. I would have respected her more and say, yeah, I had to smash her, bro. I Hulk smashed her ass. I Thundercat smashed Thundercat. I Power Ranger smashed her ass. God damn it. I Papa Smurfed her ass. God damn it. You mean to tell me you ain't touched it that one time? You wasn't curious a little bit? What did she wear that turned? Did she have on granny panties or some shit? Did she have bumps around her mouth? Like, what made you say, nah, I'm good. I'm straight. Was there an odor? Now, here's the thing. See, I should have been his PR. I would have just said I ain't smashed because she had odor. I'm going to save face. Fuck that shit. She had odor, bro. She smelled like goddamn dumpster juice and chicken shavings. What the fuck? I'm just saying, she smelled like fucking old cabbage and goddamn pig feet and shit. I'm just saying, I would have said she had an odor. I'd have said I went in for a kiss and I seen some green shit on her teeth. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. Her hygiene was poor. Her hygiene was poor. Huh? Her underarms was hairy, like she had dreadlocks under her arms. I'm just saying. He went in, he said, you know what? Hey, let's just do oral. Let's just do oral. He was like, okay. He went down on it and shit. It was just like, yeah, she had Nike sneakers hanging out of shit. I mean, it's people that he said, is it people under the stairs? I'm just saying, was there people down there? Jesus Christ, man. Oh my God. This dude, I want to see if she sits down. I really want to see if she sit down.
I hit her up because we've always been able to do that. Just keep in contact, just talk, just flirt, and keep it at that. So let's see here. Let me go over to Facebook. Let's see. Yeah.
I don't believe him.
Uh-oh. There you go, light skin. There you go, light skin.
I think he's where's the biscuits in it, Simon?
I don't believe him. There you go, light skin.
I think he did. I didn't like that explanation.
Exactly. Me neither, goddamn. We don't either.
I can't perform when stressed.
Right.
Shit, that's when I perform the best. Under high intensity situations. You know what I'm saying? I just came back from war.
Somebody rocking.
I just came back from war on the front door. You understand me? The exchange of buns for guns. You understand me?
All right, dude. All right. You're doing too much on my page, brother. You doing this is my show. This is my shit. Fuck you think you're doing over here, bro? Get the hell out of here. Buns for guns. Hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. I've been on here for a minute. Do me a favor, please. Go to Tough Love YouTube's page. The family is growing. Come rock with the family. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications so you know when we are going live, what the next topic is going to be. My email address is on the page. Rock with me. Send me some questions if you want to appear on the show or if you got a topic, let me know what's going on. Shout out to everybody that's been growing with Tough Love. It's a lot of people talking, but they ain't talking like this. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys. Everyone on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook that is rocking with us. Somebody told me I need to go to Hangouts. No, not Hangouts. What is that? What is that shit? Is it Hangouts? What is that shit called, y'all? The shit with the on the iPhone. Somebody help me, goddammit. Ricky Manor. I'm trying to figure out what the hell that is that you have to get an invite for. It's not Hangouts, is it? What is it called? Thanks, David. I appreciate it, man. Clubhouse. God damn it. Thank you. God damn it. Shit. Fuck. All right, Clubhouse. Okay, so somebody told me to go to Clubhouse. They also told me to go to Station Head and Bingo. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check into that or whatever. Tough Love needs to definitely expand a little bit or whatever case may be. Ladies and gentlemen, help the channel grow by hitting like so we can jump in that algorithm and we can let people know we're having a tough conversation over here. If you ever have an issue or a concern about what's going on this channel, feel free to reach out to me because I love to have the tough conversation, not bullshit conversation. We ain't arguing about facts and we ain't arguing about bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, I am out. Until next time, y'all are dot up. Peace.